Okay, a lot of you guys often ask for further context with respect to my posts and my quotes and whatnot. So when I say collectively our purpose is to say yes to the present moment, it's actually a shift in awareness or a transcendence of consciousness. So saying yes to the present moment, when we show up in the present moment, we often show up as a version of self. And I mean, any level of consciousness, you're going to do that. But when I say showing up in that different state of awareness, it is observing the self that's showing up in that moment. So for so long, we've existed in this space where when we think or when we interact with other people in reality or other situations, it's our story about ourselves. So the thoughts about who we think, who we believe we are to be, connecting with that external reality. So when the awareness shifts, it's like the attention from existing out in this external reality goes within, and then you become the observer of the thoughts and feelings that are showing up in your field of awareness. And then how you connect with your external reality becomes very different. So let's just say somebody comes up to you and they're sharing their concerns about how somebody treated them. That person is very lost in their story of self about that person did something wrong to me. So it's in conflict with the present moment or external reality. So in this space, you can show up as the person and offer them advice and how to direct those situations in the future or how to handle them differently. But our job collectively is to be aware of how they're thinking and how they're feeling and how that's showing up in reality for them, and also how those thoughts and feelings are impacting your system. So instead of showing up as your story of self and reinforcing that state of consciousness that they're existing in, which is the unconscious state of existence, you are aware of your thoughts and feelings, their thoughts and feelings. And when you just sit in that awareness and you're noticing how this is all showing up, something changes, because the thoughts and feelings that you're observing have never been observed before in their reality. So we're learning to go deeper. We're learning to observe our thoughts and feelings, become aware of the story as tools, not who you are. But there's no separation between yourself and somebody else, right? The mind creates that separation. So when you are sitting present with them and they're speaking and you're noticing their thoughts and feelings, they might not exist in that level of consciousness that you do. So they're not aware of how they're showing up. But since there's no separation between the two of you, you observing their thoughts and feelings actually changes their state of consciousness. And this is what I mean when we are holding the space collectively, saying yes to the present moment. So when you are sitting there observing their thoughts and feelings, you are not in conflict with who they are, who their story is, and how it relates to you. You're just saying yes to what is. And then with that yes, it creates a space and a deeper sense of peace. And as the world unfolds this way collectively, this almost collective nightmare that we exist in a sense, this third dimensional state of reality where we believe our stories, and it's the problematic state of consciousness that I refer to, we're no longer in conflict with. So the entire energy on the planet has to change, because you simply observing this changes who you are and how you show up. And then how you observe them changes who they are and how they show up. And it just creates that peace and ease. And then the whole world, everybody in this collective consciousness, has to transform to a better space. And this is where the world is going.